Welcome to the video lecture for section 4.4. In this section, we'll learn about irregular verbs, verbs of the regular yo forms. So some of the ones we've seen so far with unique yo forms or different yo conjugations are tener, venir, and decir. Tener and venir from chapter 3 here, yo tengo, yo vengo, and most recently in the previous chapter here with e to I stem changing verbs, decir changes to digo in the yo form. So all you do is you drop the regular ending, er, ir, and add a go ending. So here are some of the more common verbs with the regular yo forms. We have hacer, poner, salir, suponer, traer. Hacer is a verb we've seen a lot. For example, in the question, ¿Qué haces hoy? What are you doing today? ¿Qué vas a hacer mañana? What are you going to do tomorrow? You can see in the yo form, it has a unique conjugation, hago, or the poner, pongo, salir, salgo, suponer, supongo, traer, traigo. Whereas for all their other conjugations, they follow the regular verb pattern, where you just drop the er, ir, and then add the appropriate regular ending. Haces, hace, hacemos, hacen. So for these, the most important thing to remember is which verbs are irregular in the yo form, and that all you do is add a go. Sometimes there's more of a spelling change. For example, in hacer, the cer is dropped. Whereas poner is just the er that's dropped for pongo. Some ways to use these verbs. Poner can also mean to turn on a household appliance. So Carlos pone la radio, Maria pone la televisión. Another verb you can use is prender, which is another way to turn on. So prende la luz, prende la televisión, prende la radio. But either one is fine for use. They both are understood equally. Salir de is to leave a place. Salgo del hospital, I'm leaving the hospital. Or salgo de la clase a las 4, I'm leaving the class at 4. Salir para, another preposition, is to go towards somewhere. And this is also interchangeable with the verb ir. So you could say, mañana salgo para México, or you could also say, mañana voy a México, or hoy salen para España, or hoy van a España. Both of them, like I said, also interchangeable here. Finally, salir con means to leave with someone. So salgo con someone or something. Salgo de la clase con María. I'm leaving class with María. Salgo de la clase con, or salgo con mi mochila. I'm leaving with my backpack. But it can also mean to go out with someone or to date someone. So Margarita sale con Guillermo. Margarita is going out with or dating Guillermo. So two other verbs that this chapter covers is the verb ver. So you can see here the conjugation of it. The yo form is unique, whereas all the other forms, all you do is just drop the er and then add the appropriate er ending, the regular ending. So yo veo, tú ves, usted ve, nosotros vemos, ustedes, ellos, ellas ven. And one thing I want to point out is the difference between the verb ver and mirar. So generally when you want to express that you're watching television or watching a movie or watching some program, you would use the verb ver. So veo la televisión or vamos a ver una película. But for the verb mirar, it's more when you're looking at a specific thing and wanting to point something out. So miro la televisión, if you were to say that, that actually means that you're looking at the physical machine of the television rather than watching what's on the television. Or mira la pizarra, telling somebody to look at the chalkboard. Or if you wanted to point out a bird flying through the sky, you would say mira el pájaro. So ver, more of a general looking sense, or to see, where mirar is when you want to point out a specific thing for someone to focus on. Then two other verbs here, oír, to hear. So you can see here the yo form has a unique go ending, oigo. And for all of them, you can see bolded, the spelling changes here. So oyes, although it has a regular ending, the I changes to a Y. And for oír, to hear, the other verb we know is escuchar, to listen. when you want to say you're listening to the radio, listening to music, you would use the verb escuchar, or I'm listening to you talk, te escucho. Whereas oír is more you hear something by chance, no? Oigo algo, I hear something, or no oigo nada, I can't hear anything, or I don't hear anything. Or I heard someone call my name, oí alguien llamar mi nombre. So escuchar is more when you're intentionally listening to something, and oír is more by chance that you heard something. So for the homework, relatively straightforward. You're given a sentence, and the subject for all of them is yo. So what you have to do is choose the correct verb depending on the context. So for number 1, yo blank un disco de música latina. I blank disc of Latin music. The only logical option would be oír. Now, in this case, the book isn't perfect in its use, and one of them that they mess up on is the use of oír and escuchar. So in this case, you would truly use yo escucho un disco de música latina, but since the book isn't 100% correct, they have you put oír. So in this case, it would be yo oigo. For number 2, yo blank la hamburguesa y la soda sobre la mesa. Blank hamburger and soda on top of the table. Well, the only logical one there is poner, so it would be yo pongo. So for the rest of these, all it is picking the right verb, and they're all in the yo sub form, so it'll be that go ending.